Microsoft 365 interview questions and answers for freshers and experienced. What is Office 365? Microsoft Office 365, which is a cloud-based subscription service provided by Microsoft. Office 365 includes a collection of productivity tools and applications that are commonly used in various workplaces and educational institutions. These tools encompass popular applications like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and more. Office 365 offers various plans tailored to different user needs, ranging from personal subscriptions to business and enterprise plans. These plans often include additional features like cloud storage with OneDrive, Exchange email services, SharePoint for team collaboration, Teams for communication and video conferencing, and more. The subscription model provides regular updates and ensures that users have access to the latest versions of the Office applications and features. What do you know about Microsoft 365? Microsoft 365 is a comprehensive productivity suite offered by Microsoft, combining various applications, services, and security features. Microsoft has rebranded Office 365 to Microsoft 365. The name change reflects a broader vision of the productivity suite, which now encompasses not only the traditional Office applications, but also additional services and features aimed at enhancing productivity, collaboration, and security. While the core applications and functionality remain the same, the rebranding to Microsoft 365 signifies a more comprehensive offering from Microsoft. Here are some key points about Microsoft 365. Office applications, cloud storage, communication and collaboration, email and calendar, organization, security and compliance, device management, subscription model, plans for different audiences, cross-platform availability, additional services. Depending on the subscription plan, Microsoft 365 may include other services such as Exchange Online for enterprise-grade email and calendaring, SharePoint for team collaboration and document management, and OneNote for note-taking and information. What are the differences between Office 365 and Microsoft 365? The main difference between Office 365 and Microsoft 365 is their naming and branding. Microsoft 365 is the newer name for the subscription service that was previously called Office 365. Microsoft 365 includes all the applications and services offered in Office 365, such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and more. In addition to the Office applications, Microsoft 365 offers additional features and services like advanced security and compliance features, device management capabilities, and enhanced collaboration tools. Microsoft 365 includes Windows 10 and Windows 11 enterprise licenses for businesses, whereas Office 365 does not. Microsoft 365 provides access to the latest features and updates for both the Office applications and the additional services, ensuring users have the most up-to-date tools. Microsoft 365 plans often include more cloud storage space with OneDrive compared to Office 365 plans. Microsoft 365 plans also offer additional services like Exchange email, SharePoint for team collaboration, Teams for communication and video conferencing, and more, depending on the specific plan. Office 365 plans are generally focused on providing the core Office applications and cloud storage, while Microsoft 365 plans offer a more comprehensive suite of productivity tools and services. The pricing and plans for Microsoft 365 may vary depending on the target audience, such as personal home users, businesses, or enterprises. Overall, Microsoft 365 is an expansion of Office 365, encompassing a broader range of services and features designed to enhance productivity, collaboration, and security for users and businesses. What are the key components of Microsoft 365? The key components of Microsoft 365 and their contributions to productivity and collaboration in an organization are as follows. Office applications. Microsoft 365 includes popular Office applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, OneNote, Publisher, and Outlook. Microsoft Teams. Teams is a collaboration platform that brings together chat, video meetings, file sharing, and app integration in one place. SharePoint. SharePoint is a web-based platform for document management, team sites, and intranets. OneDrive. OneDrive is a cloud storage service that allows users to store, access, and share files from anywhere. Exchange. Exchange is an email and calendaring platform that facilitates efficient communication and scheduling within an organization. Microsoft Planner. Planner is a task management tool that helps teams organize and track their work. Yammer. Yammer is an enterprise social network that enables employees to connect, share ideas, and collaborate across the organization. Power Platform. The Power Platform consists of Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power BI. Delve. Delve is a component of Microsoft 365 that focuses on personal productivity and content discovery. Can you explain Exchange Server? Exchange Server is a messaging and collaboration platform developed by Microsoft. It is primarily used for managing email, contacts, calendars, and other communication-related tasks within organizations. Exchange Server provides a server-side infrastructure for hosting and managing email services, enabling efficient communication and collaboration among users. Here are some key aspects of Exchange Server. Email management. Exchange Server allows organizations to set up and manage email accounts for their users. It provides features like email storage, message routing, address books, and email organization tools. Calendaring and scheduling. Exchange Server includes robust calendaring capabilities, enabling users to create and manage appointments, schedule meetings, and coordinate events. It supports features like shared calendars, resource booking, meeting invitations, and availability tracking. Contacts and address books. Exchange Server provides a centralized address book and contact management system. Users can store and manage their contacts, create distribution lists, and share contact information within the organization. Collaboration features. Exchange Server supports collaboration features like shared folders, shared tasks, and shared notes. It allows users to collaborate on projects, share documents, and delegate tasks to team members. Mobile access. Exchange Server offers mobile access to email, calendar, and contacts, allowing users to stay connected and productive on their smartphones and tablets. It supports synchronization with mobile devices and offers features like remote wipe for data security. Security and compliance. Exchange Server incorporates various security features to protect email communication and sensitive information. It includes features like email encryption, anti-spam and anti-malware filters, data loss prevention, and compliance management tools. High availability and resilience. Exchange Server provides mechanisms for ensuring high availability and resilience. It supports features like database availability groups, DAGs, for automatic failover, mailbox database replication, and backup and recovery options. Integration with Office 365. Exchange Server can integrate with Exchange Online, the cloud-based email and collaboration service provided as part of Office 365. This allows organizations to have a hybrid deployment, combining on-premises Exchange Server with the cloud-based services. What is use of SharePoint? SharePoint is a web-based platform developed by Microsoft that serves as a centralized hub for document management, collaboration, and communication within organizations. It allows users to create, store, organize, and share files, fostering efficient collaboration and information sharing. SharePoint provides features such as version control, document co-authoring, workflows, and permissions management. It also offers customizable team sites and intranets, enabling teams to create dedicated spaces for collaboration, knowledge sharing, and project management. SharePoint integrates with other Microsoft 365 applications, allowing seamless collaboration across the suite. What is use of Yammer? Yammer is an enterprise social networking platform developed by Microsoft. It allows organizations to create private social networks where employees can connect, collaborate, and share information within the company. Users can post updates, engage in discussions, share files, and create communities around specific topics or projects. Yammer promotes transparency, knowledge sharing, and employee engagement by providing a platform for open communication and collaboration across departments and hierarchical levels. It helps foster a sense of community and enables employees to connect and collaborate beyond traditional communication channels. Yammer integrates with other Microsoft 365 applications, providing a seamless experience and enhancing collaboration within organizations. Can you explain Microsoft Power Platform? The Microsoft Power Platform is a suite of low-code and no-code tools that enables users to build custom applications, automate workflows, and analyze data. It consists of three main components. Power Apps. Power Apps allows users to create and customize mobile and web applications without extensive coding knowledge. It empowers users to build tailored solutions for specific business needs, such as data entry forms, interactive dashboards, and customer-facing apps. Power Automate. Power Automate, formerly known as Microsoft Flow, helps automate workflows and business processes across various applications and services. It allows users to create automated workflows that can perform tasks like data synchronization, notifications, and approval processes, improving productivity and efficiency. Power BI. Power BI is a powerful data visualization and analytics tool. It enables users to connect to data sources, create interactive dashboards, and generate reports and insights. Power BI helps organizations make data-driven decisions and gain valuable insights into their business performance. What is Sway? Sway is a presentation and storytelling tool developed by Microsoft. It allows users to create interactive and visually appealing presentations, reports, newsletters, and other forms of digital content. Sway makes it easy to combine text, images, videos, and other media elements into a cohesive and engaging narrative. Can you explain Auto-Discover service and how it works? The Auto-Discover service is a feature in Microsoft Exchange Server that enables automatic configuration of email clients, such as Microsoft Outlook, to connect to Exchange servers and access user mailboxes. It simplifies the setup process for users by automatically providing the necessary server settings and ensuring a smooth connection to their Exchange account. Here is how the Auto-Discover service works. Client request. When an email client, like Outlook, is launched and configured for a user, it sends an Auto-Discover request to the Auto-Discover service endpoint. Auto-Discover DNS record. The email client queries the domain name system, DNS, to locate the Auto-Discover service by looking up the Auto-Discover SRV record or the Auto-Discover claim record associated with the user's email. Domain. Auto-Discover endpoint. Once the Auto-Discover service endpoint is located, the email client sends an HTTPS post request to that endpoint, typically using the user's email address and password for authentication. Auto-Discover response. The Auto-Discover service receives the client request, validates the user's credentials, and gathers the necessary configuration information from the Exchange server. Configuration data. The Auto-Discover service provides the email client with the required settings, including the Exchange server URL, authentication methods, SSL certificate details, and other configuration parameters. Automatic configuration. The email client uses the received configuration data to automatically configure itself for the user's Exchange account. It sets up the appropriate connection settings, such as the server address, authentication type, and encryption settings. By leveraging the Auto-Discover service, email clients can automatically discover and configure the connection settings for Exchange accounts. How do you create a new user in Microsoft 365, Office 365? To create a new user in Office 365 or Microsoft 365, you typically need administrative privileges. Here is a general process for creating a new user. Sign into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center using your administrator credentials. The admin center is accessible at admin.microsoft.com. Once logged in, navigate to the Users or Active Users section. The exact location may vary slightly depending on the version or interface of the admin center. Look for an option to add a user or new user and click on it. This will open the user creation form. Fill in the required information for the new user, such as their name, username, email address, and password. You may also have the option to specify other details like job title, department, and contact information. Set the user's roles and permissions according to their responsibilities. You can assign licenses and choose which services and applications the user can access. Configure any additional settings or options as needed. This may include setting up multi-factor authentication, specifying mailbox settings, or granting administrative privileges to the user. Once you have entered all the necessary information, click on the Create or Add User button to create the new user account. The user will receive an email notification with their account details and instructions for accessing their Microsoft 365 services. Please note that the specific steps and options may vary depending on your Microsoft 365 subscription and the version of the admin center you are using. What is email alias? How to create Microsoft 365 mail users aliases? An email alias is an additional email address that is linked to an existing email account. It allows users to receive emails sent to multiple email addresses while managing them from a single mailbox. Email aliases are useful for various purposes, such as creating alternate email addresses for different purposes or roles, managing departmental email addresses, or having personalized email addresses without creating separate mailboxes. To create email aliases for Microsoft 365 mail users, you can follow these steps. Sign into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center using your administrator credentials. Navigate to the Users or Active Users section, where you manage user accounts. Locate the user for whom you want to create an email alias and select their account. In the User Details or Properties page, look for an option related to email addresses or aliases. Click on the option to manage email aliases. It may be labeled as Manage Email Addresses or something similar. In the Alias Management interface, you can add new email aliases for the user. Enter the desired email address in the provided field and save the changes. The new email alias will now be associated with the user's mailbox. Any email sent to this alias will be delivered to the user's primary mailbox. It's important to note that the ability to create email aliases may depend on the Microsoft 365 subscription plan and the administrative permissions assigned to your account. What is the difference between alias and an email address? An email address and an alias are both related to email communication but have different meanings and purposes. Email address. An email address is a unique identifier that consists of two parts separated by the @ symbol. The first part is the username or mailbox name, and the second part is the domain name. For example, jack.do@example.com. An email address is associated with a specific mailbox or user account and serves as a destination for sending and receiving emails. Alias. An alias is an additional name or alternative address that can be associated with an existing email account. It is not a separate mailbox or user account. An alias typically redirects emails to the primary email address or mailbox. For example, if jack.do@example.com has an alias jack.d@example.com, any emails sent to jack.d@example.com will be delivered to the jack.do@example.com mailbox. What is ADFS in Microsoft 365? Where the uses of ADFS? ADFS stands for Active Directory Federation Services. It is a Microsoft technology that provides single sign-on, SSO capabilities for accessing applications and services, including Microsoft 365. It allows users to authenticate once with their on-premises Active Directory credentials and then access multiple applications and services without needing to re-enter their credentials. The use of ADFS in Microsoft 365 offers the following benefits. Single sign-on. Integration with on-premises infrastructure. Security and control. Federation with partner organizations. Simplified user experience. How does Microsoft 365 integrate with Active Directory, AD? Microsoft 365 integrates with Active Directory, AD, in several ways to provide a unified identity and access management experience. Here are the key aspects of how Microsoft 365 integrates with Active Directory. 1. Azure Active Directory. Azure AD. Azure AD is a cloud-based identity and access management service that powers Microsoft 365. 2. Directory synchronization. Organizations can synchronize their on-premises Active Directory with Azure AD using tools like Azure AD Connect. 3. Single sign-on. SSO. Microsoft 365 leverages Azure AD for single sign-on capabilities. 4. Password hash synchronization. Azure AD Connect also provides password hash synchronization, where password hashes from on-premises Active Directory are synchronized to Azure AD. 5. Federation. Organizations can set up federated identity with Azure AD using technologies like Active Directory Federation Services, ADFS. Federation enables users to authenticate against their on-premises Active Directory and then access Microsoft 365 services using the federated identity. It provides more control over authentication and allows organizations to enforce additional security measures. 6. Group-based access control. Azure AD integrates with on-premises Active Directory groups, allowing organizations to manage access to Microsoft 365 services based on group memberships. What are the levels of Microsoft 365 administration? Microsoft 365 administration encompasses multiple levels of administrative access and roles. Here are the key levels of Microsoft 365 administration. Global Administrator. The Global Administrator is the highest level of administrative access in Microsoft 365. SharePoint Administrator. The SharePoint Administrator focuses on managing SharePoint Online, the document management and collaboration platform within Microsoft 365. Exchange Administrator. The Exchange Administrator is responsible for managing Exchange Online, the email and calendaring service in Microsoft 365. Teams Administrator. The Teams Administrator focuses on managing Microsoft Teams, the collaboration and communication platform within Microsoft 365. Security Administrator. The Security Administrator is responsible for managing security and compliance features within Microsoft 365. Compliance Administrator. The Compliance Administrator focuses on managing compliance and data governance within Microsoft 365. What are the identity models available in Microsoft 365? Microsoft 365 offers multiple identity models to meet the diverse needs of organizations. The available identity models include 1. Cloud Identity. With the Cloud Identity model, user accounts and authentication are managed solely in Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, the cloud-based identity and access management service. Users are created and managed directly in Azure AD, and authentication for Microsoft 365 services is performed through Azure AD credentials. This model is suitable for organizations that prefer a fully cloud-based identity solution without relying on on-premises infrastructure. 2. Synchronized Identity. The Synchronized Identity model allows organizations to synchronize their on-premises Active Directory with Azure AD using tools like Azure AD Connect. User accounts and their attributes are synchronized to Azure AD, enabling users to sign into Microsoft 365 services using their on-premises passwords. This model provides a unified identity experience for both on-premises and cloud resources. 3. Federated Identity. The Federated Identity model, also known as Single Sign-On, SSO, allows organizations to use their on-premises Active Directory as the identity provider for Microsoft 365 services. Technologies like Active Directory Federation Services, ADFS, or third-party identity providers are used to establish trust between the on-premises Active Directory and Azure AD users authenticate. against the on-premises identity provider and gain access to Microsoft 365 services without needing to enter separate credentials. 4. Managed identity. The managed identity model is designed for scenarios where applications and services running in Microsoft 365 need to access other cloud resources, such as Azure resources or third-party applications. Managed identities are created and managed within Azure AD, enabling seamless authentication and authorization without requiring explicit credentials. These identity models offer flexibility and cater to different organizational requirements. Organizations can choose the most suitable identity model or a combination of models based on their infrastructure, security, and user management needs. Can I integrate Yammer with SharePoint? Yes, you can integrate Yammer with SharePoint to enhance collaboration and communication within your organization. Microsoft provides integration capabilities between Yammer and SharePoint to create a unified social collaboration experience. Here are some ways to integrate Yammer with SharePoint. Yammer Embed, Yammer Web Part, Yammer App, Yammer Document Conversations, Yammer Notifications. Can you explain Microsoft Forms? Microsoft Forms is an online survey and form creation tool provided by Microsoft. It allows users to create surveys, quizzes, questionnaires, and registration forms easily and efficiently. Microsoft Forms is available as part of Microsoft 365 subscription plans and offers both free and premium versions. It is a versatile tool that can be used in various scenarios, including surveys, assessments, feedback collection, registrations, and more. What is Fast Track in Microsoft 365? Fast Track is a customer success service offered by Microsoft for organizations adopting and deploying Microsoft 365. It provides resources, guidance, and support to help organizations accelerate their journey to Microsoft 365 and ensure a successful implementation. What is Fast Track deployment in Microsoft 365? Fast Track deployment is a service provided by Microsoft to help organizations smoothly transition to and adopt Microsoft 365. It is designed to assist customers in planning, deploying, and onboarding to Microsoft 365 services, ensuring a successful and efficient implementation. Here are key aspects of the Fast Track deployment program. Expert guidance, planning and readiness, deployment assistance, user adoption, onboarding and support. What is the use of the postmaster address and how will you configure it in Microsoft 365? The postmaster address is an email address designated to receive system-generated email notifications and reports related to the email delivery process. It serves as a point of contact for email administrators and helps in monitoring and troubleshooting email delivery issues. The postmaster address is responsible for receiving non-delivery reports, NDRs, delivery status notifications, DSNs, and other email-related notifications. To configure the postmaster address in Microsoft 365, follow these steps. Sign into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center using your administrator account. Go to the Exchange Admin Center, EAC, or Exchange Online PowerShell. In the EAC, navigate to Mailflow Accepted Domains. In PowerShell, use the Set Accepted Domain cmdlet. Select the accepted domain for which you want to configure the postmaster address. In the postmaster address field, enter the email address that will serve as the postmaster address. Save the changes. By configuring the postmaster address, you ensure that any system-generated email notifications and reports related to email delivery issues are directed to the designated address. If OST file is corrupt of M365, how can you resolve? If the OST, offline Outlook data file, of Microsoft 365 becomes corrupt, you can try the following steps to resolve the issue. Close Outlook. Close the Outlook application to ensure that no processes are actively using the OST file. Repair OST file. Use the built-in inbox repair tool, scanst.x, provided by Microsoft to repair the corrupt OST file. The location of the tool varies depending on the version of Outlook you are using. You can search for scans.x on your computer to locate and run the tool. Follow the prompts to repair the OST file. Disable cached exchange mode. If repairing the OST file doesn't resolve the issue, you can try disabling cached exchange mode in Outlook. This will force Outlook to work directly with the Exchange server instead of relying on the local OST file. To disable cached exchange mode, go to File Account Settings. Recreate OST file. If the above steps don't work, you can try recreating the OST file. To do this, you need to delete the existing OST file, which will be automatically recreated by Outlook when it connects to the Exchange server. Exit Outlook, locate the OST file on your computer, and delete it. The file will typically be located in a folder like C, User's Username App Data Local Microsoft Outlook. After deleting the OST file, restart Outlook, and it will create a new OST file. Reconfigure Outlook profile. If none of the above solutions work, you can try reconfiguring your Outlook profile. This involves removing the existing Outlook profile and creating a new one. You can do this through the control panel in Windows by going to Mail Email Accounts. Add a new account, enter your Microsoft 365 account details, and set up the profile. Note, it's important to ensure that you have a stable internet connection while performing these steps, as Outlook needs to connect to the Exchange server to recreate the OST file or reconfigure the profile. What is Sandbox in ATP? In the context of Microsoft ATP, Advanced Threat Protection, the Sandbox is a security feature that provides a controlled and isolated environment for analyzing suspicious files and URLs. The Sandbox in ATP is designed to detect and mitigate potential threats by executing suspicious files and URLs in a secure and isolated environment. It allows these potentially harmful files and URLs to be opened and run without posing a risk to the user's actual environment. The Sandbox monitors the behavior and actions of the files and URLs, looking for any malicious or suspicious activities. How to identify a spam emails in M365? In Microsoft 365, there are various ways to identify and handle spam emails. Here are some common methods. Exchange Online Protection, EOP. Microsoft 365 utilizes EOP, a cloud-based filtering service that helps identify and block spam emails. EOP uses advanced filtering algorithms and machine learning techniques to analyze incoming emails and determine their likelihood of being spam. Spam filtering settings. Within the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, you can configure spam filtering settings to customize the level of protection. By adjusting the spam filter policy, you can specify actions to be taken on suspected spam emails, such as moving them to the junk email folder or quarantining them for further review. Junk email folder. Microsoft 365 automatically moves emails detected as spam to the junk email folder. Users can review the contents of this folder periodically to identify any false positives or legitimate emails that were mistakenly marked as spam. Anti-phishing protection. Microsoft 365 incorporates anti-phishing technologies that help identify and block phishing attempts. These mechanisms analyze email content, links, and sender information to detect potentially fraudulent or malicious messages. Reporting spam. Users can report spam emails to Microsoft through the report message option in Outlook. This helps improve the spam detection algorithms and enhances the overall spam filtering effectiveness. Safe links and safe attachments. Microsoft 365 includes features like safe links and safe attachments, which provide additional protection against malicious links and attachments in emails. These features dynamically scan and block potentially harmful content.